Hey guys, it's Mooty here, and before you watch my Wi-Fi battle, I want you to check out this musical parody from my friend StillJustMike, and he's the one that I'm battling in this Wi-Fi battle, and he basically does a parody of Blank Space, so if you can show support and either throw a sub or a like his way, I highly recommend it. I think it's amazing. It's definitely something fresh that many people don't do at all, so other than that, I hope you enjoyed the battle.
To care about that, his calm minds are falling flat. Smoking has a real weird hat. This guy's gonna be like, yo, where's the damage at? So it's gonna do no damage. Clefable's a tanky wall, but he'll use a slack hawk. He's going for the stall.
Hey guys, it's Mooty here, and today I have a live Wi-Fi battle for you all. So if you enjoy these live battles, if we reach 300 likes, I'll post another one. And this one is against one of my friends, Mike. So if you want to check out his channel, it will be in the description. He does really interesting stuff. Like if you want to hear, he has this Frozen parody with Pokemon, and it's all improvised, and it's really amazing. So you can check that out. So today I'm still running my Lopunny team. If you guys want to see me try and maybe work around another Mega or another Pokemon, you can always put them down in the comments and I'll try and make a new team around that. I'm really liking this team that I'm using so far. So that's why you will see it in the next couple videos depending on, when I post. Because right now I have a stock of 5 different battles that are going up at completely different times in no particular order. Because I kind of upload a lot of the battles I have against my subscribers and Twitter followers and whatnot. So he's running Dragalge, Hitmonlee, Scizor, Mandibuzz, Clefable, and Slowbro. Slowbro or Scizor might be the Mega, but most likely Slowbro, honestly, if we're going for the new stuff. So I'm gonna really quickly take a picture of that. Dragalge, though, really annoying because of if it specs Draco Modest, which is the set I had, then that does a lot of damage. So I kind of want to lead off with Landorus just to see what he's going to lead off with, because really not a lot of, and if anything, I can U-turn out. His team doesn't look very fast either, which is why Slowbro might just be Trick Room. It's just speculation, but his team isn't that fast, so I'm gonna lead off with Landorus, and from there I'm just gonna U-turn out, and hopefully the matchup isn't going to suck too bad. So I also get a nice little Intimidate off. So he leads out with Slowbro. Alright, so if this is Trick Room, definitely not something I want to deal with. If this is his Mega, then obviously I'm not going to knock off, but either way, U-turning out is the best option. If he decides to switch out, not wanting to take a U-turn, that's fine too, but the thing is, Slowbro is physically bulky, so chances are he's going to stay in, Mega up, and depending on what set he's running, I'm going to figure out what to do from there. Usually the set that Mega Slowbro runs is Calm Mind, and that's why I also run Unaware Clefable, kind of to deal with that, because of just the stat boosts are not fun, so that's why I'm just immediately going into Clefable to deal with it. And on the off chance he wants to start with Calm Mind, because see, that's how much a U-turn did. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. So Slowbro is physically defensive, but that's why I run Clefable here. And his stat boosts are totally negated, so I'm just gonna Moonblast, try and get some damage off on it. Their special defense isn't exactly the best, that's why they usually run Calm Mind to try and get kind of the best of both defenses. So he decides to stay in. It's gonna do a good amount of damage. From all the Slowbro I went against, it does a good amount of damage, so he's gonna Scald me. If I get burnt, it doesn't really matter. I mean, the residual damage would suck, but I also carry Heal Bell on Clefable. So the only thing about this Clefable is that it's not specially defensive, and it's physically defensive. That's the only thing I've kind of been iffy about, but I'm just thinking he might want to switch out into Scizor here. Seeing how much Scald did, he might want to switch out into Scizor, because nothing else wants to take Moonblast, and I need to keep Clefable around. So it is risky, but actually I'm going into Latios. On the off chance that he decides to go into Scizor, I have HP Fire. If he decides to switch out, then we'll go from there. But he goes for Slack Off. But okay. So I'm just like, I don't want to deal with Scizor because Scizor is a huge problem. If this is where we run into issues. So back into Clefable we go. Because I already made a mistake. Freaking, I should just Moonblasted. But it's alright though. I'm just like, Scizor, I hate you, and Scizor just like huge good. I love critical hits. Critical hits are fun. I'm pretty sure if you have yet to see the battle that I posted on Friday, me and Hacks don't get along very well at all. So I'm gonna protect. And this is where he's gonna go into Scizor. Yeah. Like my plays so far already poor, like made a huge mistake in the way that I played already. And obviously it's so angry at myself for it, but I gotta go into Heatran. Cause like I need Clefable around and I'm just like, really critical hits? Ugh, really? But Scizor, just I wanna get rid of you because you are pretty much the only thing, one of the only things that's standing in the way of Clefable actually, you know, dealing a lot to this team. So he's gonna knock off, which is still gonna do a lot, but whatever, I have Air Balloon on, and I'm just gonna go for the Stealth Rock here. Get residual damage. I kind of feel like Slowbro might come in, but like there's no way Scizor staying in on Heatran. That's like one thing that I know for sure. There's no way Scizor staying in on Heatran. Because even if he wanted to attack me, he's not gonna do a lot to me at all unless he carries Superpower, but Superpower isn't like a move that Scizor carries lately at all. It's usually Bullet Punch, Bug Bite, Knockoff, and like the last slot is like Pursuit sometimes, especially for the Lotties. So it's possible, but Heatran, I mean, Heatran though, not that big of a deal because like I'm weak to Hitmonlee, I'm weak to Slowbro, I'm weak to Dragalge here in this case because if he goes for Hydro Pump. Now the question is whether, like, I know Dragalge is so slow and he's probably going for Scald, but because Heatran can deal with Scizor, but because I'm at so low health, like I can't come in and take a Bullet Punch and then live another Bullet Punch, you know? So there's no point in me staying in, and that's why I'm just sitting here. I'm gonna Earth Power because I'll at least get some damage off on this thing. If he's like Specs, he'll just kill me off, but Earth Power still brings it down to a good amount, so I guess crit for crit ended up working out. He predicted a switch, but it really wasn't in my best interest to switch out anyway, and I'd rather sack off Heatran. But Dragalge, I think at this point, he might just end up foddering it off. Now, if he's locked into Draco Meteor, which is possible because there is no Life Orb, there is no leftovers, like there's a very good possibility he's Choice. It will give me an opportunity to heal up my Clefable, and he withdraws, so I can get a Wish off. Thank goodness. So since Scizor really only has attacking moves, I might as well protect now. It's really obvious, but I have to get Clefable's health up. And like I said, at the amount of health that Heatran was at, there was no point in me keeping it around because I can't come in and take a Bullet Punch and then live a second Bullet Punch, so it wouldn't really have mattered. I'm gonna protect. It's really obvious, but I have to keep Clefable around. And most Scizor are Choice banded. So it wouldn't surprise me if he was choice banded, and then in that case I would get to see what he locks himself into. And if they're not choice banded, they usually carry some variation of Swords Dance and then Roost. So I guess I'll see what he decides to do from here. And Protect, like I said, I had to go for Protect and U-turn, so like obviously it's choice banded. U-turn, I totally forgot. I'm like bug bite, but I meant U-turn. Just like that's what I meant. So locking himself into U-turn, I'm actually fine with that. Thing is, in terms of speed, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm gonna go into Landorus. Landorus is super fast, gonna intimidate off, and then take a U-turn just fine. So I'm like, maybe I'll leave Clefable in, you know, and then deal with Moonblast, but I don't feel like looking up what the speeds are. I know they're both pretty slow, but he's gonna U-turn now. He's probably choice banded at this point, like obviously choice banded at this point. So depending on what he goes into, everything else on his team is slow, so it doesn't matter what he decides to go into, in my opinion. The only thing is, he also can't defog. Well, he can defog with Mandibuzz. So Slowbro coming in is fine. I'm just gonna U-turn out, get some damage off. Not a lot of damage at all, but then we're going back into Clefable, and it's kind of like my only real way of dealing with this thing right now, which is really annoying, but it's just the reality of it. But what, I don't really think there's much else I can do. Like, I could go into Greninja, but if he sets up a Calm Mind, I don't think even a Dark Pulse might take it out. And I don't want to risk my Greninja, but the thing is, if I go into Clefable, I obviously leave myself in a position in which the thing is also, if he slacks off here, then he's at full, and I probably definitely won't kill. Problem is, if I go into Clefable and then Moonblast and Scizor comes in, then it becomes a kind of a really big issue, especially because Heatran's not around. But Heatran was kind of like at that point where I couldn't keep him around. But Slowbro, I feel like you're going to slack off. He probably already knows that. You know what? I'm going into Greninja. If he scalds me, obviously I can take it. If he slacks off, if he Calm Minds, Calm Mind is one of the annoying things. So we'll see how much Dark Pulse does, because he's at a little bit over half. So Dark Pulse is my only option right now, and it very well may not even kill, and at the very least I'll get a lot of damage off on it. Like, I will damage calc it, but oh, okay, thank goodness it killed. Thank goodness it killed. That's a huge relief, because that's one bulky thing out of the way. Alright, thank you, Greninja. Thank you. I just, like, I always have my doubts with that thing because it's so bulky, but yes, thank you. That is a huge problem out of the way. So he's gonna go into his Clefable now. Because I can outspeed, I was gonna say I can U-turn, but I don't have U-turn. But I believe it is a 2-hit KO with Gunk Shot. I believe with the amount of attack I have invested in this, it's a 2-hit KO with Gunk Shot. And I just throw a trash can at its face. Oh, okay, never mind. It's an OHKO. Never mind. I thought it was a 2-hit KO, but it's an OHKO. It might have been 2-hit KO on the Bolt set, but damn, Greninja. Damn. I just threw a trash can at Clefable's face. Literally, Gunk Shot, I think, is one of the most hilarious battle animations that there is. So, Greninja, I feel like you're getting banned, honestly. Sometime soon, you're getting banned. And I will have to stop looking at you on, like, every single team. So, Scizor comes in, and then I could just, okay. I'm just glad to get that out of the way, this freaking Slowbro. But I could just go into Landorus, get an Intimidate off, and at the very least, if he Bullet Punches, he'll be an intimidated Scizor. So I definitely have to keep Greninja around. Other things that might give me problems that would be like Mandibuzz, and I have Ice Beam to kind of take care of that. I also kind of have Clefable to take care of that, but once I get Scizor out of the way, huge relief. Huge relief. The Scarf, honestly, getting knocked off doesn't really matter to me because his team is so slow anyway. And this is where I can go on a knockoff on anything else. If he stays in, then at least I knock off, what do I knock off? Your choice band, and he goes for knockoff on me. And it's not going to take me out. But he can Bullet Punch. And I'm going to keep Landorus around. Does that sound stupid? Maybe. Although I can't really go into much else, so there isn't really any point in me switching out. I'm like, maybe I'll need the Intimidate. But, nah. The thing is, if he kills my Landorus off and I just go in with something else, like Greninja, it's not a threat to him at all. So I'm just going for knockoff because either way he's gonna Bullet Punch me. So I mean, obviously hindsight, I could have like gone for Earthquake, but I'm just like, at least getting rid of your choice band is kind of the same as getting Intimidated off on you, I guess. But this is where I want to make use of Mega Lopunny. I love Mega Lopunny so much, and so like what I know a lot of you wanted me to make a team around her, and that's why I did. And I'm just gonna fake out. It's not gonna do a lot, but he's gonna switch out depending on what he goes into. It's probably Mandibuzz because his bulky Pokemon. So he's gonna take some Stealth Rock damage, and I can fake him out. Now with Mandibuzz, I know it carries Defog, Toxic, Roost, and pretty sure it carries Foul Play. But it doesn't carry Protect. Well, it could, but I also have Ice Punch. The thing, freaking Rocky Helmet is a nuisance, huge nuisance. But at this point, he's not gonna Defog, and Foul Play I resist. So I'm just going for the Ice Punch just to go for damage. On the off chance he roosts, like Rocky Helmet is really annoying, like really annoying, but I think the possibility of him roosting is even more annoying than that. So I guess I'm gonna see how much Lopunny's Ice Punch can do to it. It's not, that wasn't even half, I don't think, but it came close to half, but not half. And he goes for Foul Play, which I resist, so I'm still gonna be able to stick around. And I could go for an Ice Punch here. Like, obviously Scizor might come in, but I don't want to miss anything else. Like, I don't want to. So I'm just going to Ice Punch, and Scizor's at the range in which if it even wanted to come in, then alright. So we get rid of the Mandibuzz, one of the biggest problems I knew I was going to have because it's so bulky. And I'm just like, I don't like this Pokemon, man. I don't like it. So other things he has Hitmonlee, he has a, okay, Hitmonlee comes in. Now, this thing could also carry Fake Out, so I'm gonna go into Clefable, and on the off chance he just wants to hit me with like a high jump kick or a Drain Punch or fighting type attack, Fairy is really useful to have. So I'm just going into Clefable here and taking whatever he has to hit me with, which is Rapid Spin. I was actually anticipating like Defog on the Mandibuzz, I think. So that actually is really annoying because from the Pokemon that he has left, it gives like, I was really hoping to get like that little bit of extra damage off on Scizor on the off chance, like just the off chance that it decided to come in. But I feel like Scizor might come in now, and I could definitely take a Bullet Punch with Latios, so I'm gonna switch out into Latios thinking that Scizor is gonna come in, and I was thinking Scizor might come in and just deal with that, but I guess he carries Poison Jab, which I didn't know they carried that, but I guess that's useful information. And it just put me in a good spot because I could just Psyshock, and Psyshock should kill it. And then Scizor is probably going to come in, or Dragology, but no, not Dragology. Scizor would come in from that point and Bullet Punch me and kill me off at that range. So there's no point in me switching out because this thing is dead to a priority Bullet Punch. Scizor still has way too much HP for my liking, but it doesn't really matter what I go for, so I'm just going for Hidden Power Fire. Like I said, it doesn't matter because I'm not living. So Latios is dead, and let me see what else I have. I can go into Greninja. Greninja is my best answer to this thing right now, and between Scizor and Dragalge, I could just go for a neutral Dark Pulse and kill them. So he's probably going to Bullet Punch me. I can resist that. Greninja should be able to live, and if he decides to switch out, then the Dragalge is dead, but there's really no point in switching out, I guess, other than, well, actually, there is absolutely no point in switching out. So, like I said, barring any crits, yeah, that does not a lot. So, good job, Greninja, you took care of, like, the big problem, which is Scizor, and freaking, like I said, like, losing Heatran in the beginning of the match was annoying because it made Scizor a lot more annoying to deal with, and, like, kind of more annoying to play around because I did have, like, once Heatran is gone, it's kind of really difficult for my team to deal with Scizor, I think. In some, like, instances, I was actually really thinking about putting HP Fire on Greninja, but really, it's not necessary. So, good game. Like I said, if you want to check out Mike's channel, it will be in the description. He, like I said, he has really good content, and he's starting to upload again, so you can feel free to check out his channel. And as always, I love you guys very much. I'm sorry there's no mascot of the day, but as you can tell, I'm not in my normal surroundings. So, I love you guys very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and bye.